Okay, started recording now. So, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, whenever you're doing this, anybody who's watching. We're here with Angie again today, who's helping us out. And we're going to do another slightly longer one, a little bit more challenging than the last one that Angie demonstrated. But I'm hoping by now that you're ready to do a bit more movement and a bit more challenge to your muscles. So I'm going to do as we did before, move over to share the screen with you. And as you can see, Angie's already got herself into centered position. So if you can all do that while I move to the sharing of my screen. Yeah, there we are. So we're starting off in centering. Hands on your knees and into Yana Mudra. Or if it's more comfortable for you, just resting your hands on your knees and beginning to turn your attention inwards. Your posture feels like today. Crown of your head lifting up to the sky. That chin very slightly tucked in. Soft shoulders. Soft hips. And then turning your attention to your breath. Noticing the quality of your breath today. A little bit warmer today, so you may find your breath is shallower. Or if you're not doing it today, it'll depend when you're doing it, what that's like. But just notice the quality, whether it's fast or slow, deep or high, rough or smooth. And noticing in your body where you feel tighter, where you feel looser, and those funny places where you feel nothing at all. Just noticing whether it's a nothing because no sensation going on, or whether it's a numbness. And if it's feeling nothing from numbness, then quietly sending your breath to those places and inviting them just to release. If you've got any intention to set for your yoga practice today, this is a good time to do that. You might want to pay attention to the standing postures, to your breath as you go through the different poses. Or it may not be right today to do any intention setting. So let it go. Then moving now into the Sage Marichi pose. So we would just call a straightforward legs out into staff position. Bending the knee of your right leg. Good. Wrapping your left arm around your leg. Oh, you've gone into it already, that's fine. Okay, so just hand on that knee, turning round to the back. That's it. And doing a twist. That's great. Good. You'll see that Angie's doing an adaptation of this. She's put her right foot on the inside of her left, on the outside of her left. And you can have it there or you can have it on the inside. Just depends on you. If your hip feels stiffer, then have it closer to you, the foot closer to you. Good. And then coming back, Angie, and then twisting to the other side. Good. Left knee bent, coming over the right and twisting round. The other way that you can do this is just to put your elbow to the knee. No, elbow on to the knee on the inside. Good. And then lift your hand up like this to the ceiling. Yeah. And then you could use that elbow just to give yourself a little bit of leverage. Good. And coming back again. We'll do that twice. It's on the other side again. Good. Elbow to the inside of your knee. Inside of your knee, that's it. It just puts that little bit of extra movement into your hip joint. So if it feels good, then that you can do that, and if not, I'm moving the inserts over so that we can see the next pose more easily. Good, and then the other side, Angie. Good. And then what we do with these sitting twists is on each out breath, see if you can go a little bit further. Lovely. Good. Nice, Angie. And then coming back to the center again. Good. Lying yourself back, and we're going to do the fish pose, which is quite a strong challenge for shoulders. So if your shoulders are not feeling strong today, rather take a pillow and place that underneath you, and that will do just as well. So Angie's going to show us the full fish pose. And to do this, she's going to tuck her hands right underneath the lower back, just underneath the buttocks. Good. Some people even put fists, make fists to go up with from here. It just depends on you. Fists I find are a little bit sore on my lower back, but some people like that. And then lifting up the chest to the ceiling. Head goes back, and as you know, I don't like necks to be too crushed, so make sure that your neck feels comfortable in as far back as you take it. And taking up to 6 breaths. If it's 2 breaths, that's fine. If it's 3, fine. 5, fine. Just 6 breaths or thereabouts, and then come down again. You can point your toes, just put a little bit of extra stretching into the body. And then when you're ready, Angie, I would guess you've had about 6 breaths. You coming down. Good. Staying down, so you stay lying on your back. And then for this one, you're going to use the bolster. So I know you've got a bolster there to your left. If you pull that in and pop it under your lower back, that's it. Good. You're rolling there, down on the floor. Just find a nice, stable position. Arms down by the side. Good. And then when you're ready, lifting your legs straight up in the air, feet to the sky. Beautiful. Good. While you're there, you can do a bit of pointing toes and heeling. Point, heel, point, heel. Good. And then just staying down, staying there. And again, we'll take 6 breaths or up to 6 breaths, whatever works for you. Noticing, as always, what's happening in your body. It's one of the big pluses I find to yoga, is it makes me pay attention to what's happening in my body. Just notice what feels comfy, what doesn't feel comfy, adjust if you need to. And then coming down, Angie, when you're ready. Bringing one leg down and then the other. if somebody who's watching has got a more delicate back, Angie's got a very strong body, so she can come down with 2 legs. For people whose backs are a bit more fragile, bring 1 leg down and then the other. Okay, moving the bolster out of the way and then rolling onto your tummy. You're going to go into the cobra pose. That's it, great, lovely. So with the cobra pose, hands under the shoulders. I can see that that's what Angie's got there. And you've got your pelvic bones on the floor. So if that's not happening for you, bend your elbows a little bit. Head back if that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, that's fine. Just keep your head up and looking straight ahead. Don't want to do too much with those neck vertebrae. So holding there in cobra pose, just breathing, making sure with cobra pose that you don't sink down into your shoulders. So it's important to keep up, keep that chin up, keep the shoulders open. Good, you're doing fine. And then coming down, lying down, good. Hands one on top of the other, forehead on your hands, on your stacked hands. Great. Tucking your toes underneath. And you're going to come up into the downward facing dog. If it's easier for you to come into cat in between, that's fine. Up to cat, toes under, lifting up your pelvis. And while we're there in dog, we can just walk the dog a bit. Bending one knee, bending the other. Your heel to the floor. Good. Nice. And then I think while we're here, we'll take the right leg up and wag the tail of the dog. Good. Wag, wag, wag. Good, thanks, Angie. Try the other one. And wag, wag, wag. Great. Angie's doing a little bit of boy dog at the tree there because what you could see, she tilted her pelvis. So with the tail wagging, if you just pop that left leg up again, Angie, good. And you just, that's it. Now you're boy dog at the tree. That's it, good. And then coming back again, if you can't do that one, that's no problem. We were just showing you that what can be done from the dog. Good, walking your hands back towards your feet. And you're in a forward fold. And then what I like to do from there is go into that rag doll, holding your elbows and just roll yourself upwards, stacking your vertebrae, one on top of the other, till you've got that nice straight spine. Good. You may need to move your, that's it, great, thanks Angie. Good. And moving yourself into mountain. So with mountain, checking you've got the outsides of your feet parallel. You've probably got them just a little bit apart. Because if you take a fist and you put a fist between your feet, that's about the right distance apart for your feet. Good. And then outside of the feet are the bits that are parallel. Good. And then just allowing yourself to stand. Crown of your head going up to the sky. Chin very slightly tucked in. Soft shoulders. Kind of like we did when we were centering, sitting down. Soft shoulders, soft hips. Soft knees. Soft ankles. And breathing easily. There's no holding going on. Great. And then dropping forwards, Angie, hands out. Good. And dropping down again, arms out. There, that's it. So you're in that forward fold again. Lovely. Taking up your left arm to the sky and starting to turn it and twist. Good. You can look up at that top hand if you can, so that you're more. Good. Got your legs wide apart. Take them as wide as you need. That's good. Lovely. And then coming down again. Right arm goes up. Good. And down again. And we're going to do 3 here, picking your left up again. Good. If you can get that twist a little bit more. Legs are straight. Great. And down. Right arm goes up in the air. Looking up at your top hand if that's comfortable for your neck. And coming down again. Once more. Left arm up. Good. And coming down again. And right arm. Good. And back again. Coming into that forward fold and just rolling yourself up. Good. We're going to do triangle pose now. So with triangle pose, you're going to be wide, wide, wide legs. And you'll need your block here just to demonstrate how we can do it with a block. I know that you can do it probably without one, but block is very helpful for most people. Good. So wide legs, straight legs, lifting up. Angie's lifting her left arm up. Good. Turning again, turning the neck and the head to look up at the top hand. And resting on the block below, you'll have your right foot turned out and your left foot, just that slight turn inwards, you do when we're doing the warriors. Good. And coming down again. Swapping over. Block
Swap away.
Block to the other side. Turning your feet. Okay. That's it. Left one out. Right one very slightly tucked in. Left arm down to your block. Okay, you're doing a twist.
Oh, no,
That's it.
I was just...
You're right. Looking up at the top hand. Good. And coming down again. This time come down so that your hands come down together in the center. And leave the block. Just take your hands to the center. Good. Head to the floor. You can straighten your feet.
Do you want me to turn around?
No, you're just going to be standing up, standing straight. Yeah, we'll just start again with that one. We'll come up straight, that's fine. I suddenly changed my mind about that posture. Never mind. Feet are straight, you've got wide legs, feet straight. We're not turning them at an angle. And then you're just dropping down to the center in that forward fold. Okay, that's fine. Good.
Wait,
You're in a lunge.
is this...
It's fine. I'll talk you through it another way. Head down, head to knees, and then walk those hands into the center between your legs. No. I'm not doing a good job of explaining here.
No, I just thought we were doing the warrior pose next.
No,
So
no, we're heading back up to mountain. So I'm just trying to take you to the middle so that you can then roll up and be straight.
wait, no.
I think I threw you off course there by saying your feet are like when we do the warrior. Okay, so walk your hands back into the center there, lovely. And then roll yourself back up. Good. And find yourself again in mountain. Good. I think what we'll do is we'll be in mountain for just a few seconds, and then we'll do that one again. Is that okay, Angie?
That's fine.
Okay. Good. So doing our usual with mountain, you know now, got your feet parallel, you've got softness through your body, the crown of your head. Oh, I see. I had covered up the picture myself. You're quite right. It wasn't the warrior next. It was my fault for suddenly deciding to do something different. Okay, we'll just go down into that one again. So standing there in mountain, and then setting yourself up on your mat to do this triangle pose with the block again. So you've got wide legs. Good, wide legs. You've got, yep, your right foot straight out. Just check if the heel of your right foot is in line with the instep of the back. And that's good. And then you've got your back foot very slightly turned in. Drop your right hand down onto the block. Good. And you're taking your left hand up and you're looking at your top hand. Good. Lovely. And then coming down again. Good. And coming back up to standing and do the same on the other side. So you're turning your left foot out, your right foot slightly turned in. Good. Lifting up that right hand to the ceiling, looking up at your top hand. You're in triangle pose. Straight leg. Right. And then coming down from that and coming into standing, just lifting yourself up. And then we'll do what you were quite correct. We were going into warrior next. So you're going back to having your right foot out, left foot slightly turned in. You're bending your right knee, arms out to the side. Good. Facing your bent knee, dropping down, 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 down. So you get that nice strong feeling, but you're down as low as you can get. Take your legs wide. Good. So really stretching on the inner thighs, and you can feel it in your hips. And then lifting up those arms to the sky and looking up. Super, Angie, that's great. Good. If you can keep down, we're looking to have 90-degree in your knees. So dropping as much as you possibly can. That's it. Good. And then straightening up, turning to the front, swivel round so that your left foot goes out. Your right foot is slightly turned in. Check that alignment. Again with the heel in the instep. Good. Bending your left knee, dropping, 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 down, down, down. Arms out to the side. Swivel to face your bent knee. Good. Arms go up and head back if that's comfortable. Super. Good. Now I'm going to challenge Angie to take another 5 breaths up there, because I know with Angie, it's her balance. She sometimes wobbles a little bit. So really focusing. Good deep breaths there. Holding the balance. Finding your focus. Okay, you're starting to move a little bit too much, coming back into the center. Good, you did nicely. Back into mountain now. This is where you were right and I was wrong. We're back to mountain now. Happy, good. Finding that nice centered position and using it as we always do in our classes, the standing resting pose. Been working with the hips a lot with your wide leg forward bend and your triangle, and of course the warrior. So make sure that your hips feel soft again. And then starting to bend your knees, arms out to the sides, and you're into chair. So normally when we do chair, we do it with the arms out in front, but this time we're starting arms out to the sides. Good, and you're just a little bit bent. And then you come up again, standing. Stand, good. And this time you drop down, arms out in front, a deeper chair, as far down as you can get. That's great. And I don't know how close your block is. I think it was just to your left, wasn't it? Then you're bending down, thank you, into a squat. Right down into a full squat, Angie, so dropping your pelvis to the floor. Not right down, but knees apart, squatting. Good. And then if you can lift up your block from the side, take that block and lifting up, so you're in a deep squat. The suggestion that I have on the little picture is that you do it against a wall. Angie doesn't need to, she's strong with her squats. But for most of us, and certainly me, I like to have a wall behind me. Right. And then bringing down that block, Angie, popping it on the floor, and then dropping to the floor and taking yourself into staff. Good, nice, well done. Lots of control there. It can be hard to get out of the squat elegantly, but Angie managed it. So into the staff. Good. So for the staff, you can see what Angie's doing, just kind of arranging herself. Some people actually like to take one buttock and move it back a little bit, and then the other buttock and move it back a little bit, so that you get that nice centering through your pelvic girdle. Good. Arms down to the side, just elbows bent, nice and relaxed, straight back, crown of your head to the sky. The crown, I'm more talking about the back, so it's just like normal posture. So chin slightly tucked in, crown going up to the sky, that's nice. While you're down there, you can do a bit of pointing and healing with your toes. Good. And then coming back into the staff position and rolling yourself back down onto the floor. Good. And we're finishing off before Savasana with a twist. And for this, you're going to take your arms out at shoulder height. Lifting your knees up, keeping your feet on the floor. And then twisting over to the side, you've got your shoulders firmly on the ground. And then see if you can now straighten your legs, Angie. Straighten your legs. That's it. That's just right. And head turn to the opposite side, which I can see that Angie's done already, so knows this posture. There's opening up the side of her body, diaphragm slightly expanded to manage this. Opening up the ribs at the side, and they often get a bit sticky, those ribs at the side. You don't expand them enough in normal movements. We're going to do about 6 breaths down here. And as you know, anybody who's been in my class, you need to come out after 1 or even a half. Absolutely fine. You're comfortable for 6 breaths. So whenever you're ready, Angie, coming back to the center. Good, head to the center. Right. And then coming, bending your knees again. Feet on the floor. Twisting over to the side. Good. Shoulders glued to the floor. Straighten those legs. Good. Yeah, you need to wiggle a little bit. Give yourself room there. And if it's comfortable for you, another 6 breaths. Good. I'm guessing you're about at 6 breaths now. Bringing yourself back to the center again, arms to the side. And then for the purposes of this recording, you just bring yourself up into center position, Angie. And I'll leave people to do the Savasana sequence themselves if they want to. And you can do it if you want to after I've switched off the recording. Or you can go to the Savasana audio that I sent, where I talk you through the whole lot. So we're going to say bye-bye to Angie. Thank you for your help, and sorry I took you off in the wrong direction in the middle there. But I think that's fine. I think that's what a real class is like, isn't it? Not very organized sometimes, I wasn't thinking. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to go back onto the main screen, and there she is, looking beautiful. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye from Angie and me, and enjoy your Savasana at home there. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you next time. Angie will be back with another sequence, and so will Therese, and goodness knows what else will happen. We'll just keep putting things up as we think about them. So stay safe, folks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.